And, you know, since I'm in high school, I take notes. I kind of don't want to forget what to say, so I took notes. And triumph. When Dewey first said this, I thought she said tyranny. So I looked it up. It's government, and government is politics, and I really hate politics. So it makes me want to kill people. And the person I usually want to kill the most is my sister, Shelby. So this is all about her. A bunch of little random stories. Shelby, it's not that hard of a name. It took me 7 or 8 years to learn how to say her name. I called her Gaga for half my life. And my 2-year-old niece, her daughter, runs around saying Shelby. It's really upsetting. And when I was younger, we lived in Canada, and there was dirt at the end of my driveway. She fed it to me. There's dirt standing. Yeah, and sometimes I ate it voluntarily. And you know, when you talk shit to people, it's usually when you don't like people. That's how we get along. Like, I come in, I'm like, hi, whore. She's like, what up, bitch? And that's just how we get along. And when we fight, it's the same thing, but we just scream at each other. But even when we talk shit to each other, we scream at each other when we're not fighting. So really, no one knows when we're fighting. So, wait, okay. She's very gullible. Like, I can tell her that my pants are on fire. She believes me, although I'm standing right in front of her. My pants obviously are not on fire. So, this one time, she had made noodle. Delicious place, Chinese, it's awesome. And my grandma calls her and tells her that there's this article on the news and everything about how Ming Noodle's chicken is really cat. Shelby believes her and throws out her Ming Noodle. And my grandma, she tells my grandma, and my grandma was like, Shelby, I was lying. Shelby was so upset because, you know, chicken lo mein, that's the best. Vegetables, because something about vegetables Shelby doesn't like. So yeah, and with Shelby, she is always right. You can prove her wrong, like I did. We were talking about science and evolution, because evolution is kind of baloney. Like there's some evolution, like how everyone puts evolution out to be. It's really not true. But I believe like people adapt to their environment. So this week we were actually talking about evolution. And then we talked, and Shelby was saying science is so pointless, and math. And then me and her friend Jer, we were arguing with her, and about 10 minutes in the argument, she was like, oh, yeah, I guess that is needed. And then she was still arguing with us about how it wasn't needed, because she wanted to be right. And, okay, she is as white as a ghost, I kid you not. She stands against this wall, she blends in. Except you can see her hair because it's dark. But other than that, she dyes her hair because it's usually blonde. But anyway, she can literally blend in with this white wall. I tell her all the time, and like, I'm kind of dark. And we're part Native American too, so woo. But we're Canadian too, and German, so I guess that's where the whiteness comes from. My other sister, she's mostly Canadian, and she's white too, but Shelby, for some reason, is as white as this wall. I don't understand why. I think this is the best. I lived in Rochester for a while, like on Field Street, 35 school. And there's this slide, you know, those awesome twirly slides. And Shelby thought she's a cool skater because she has a skateboard. I thought, you know, the slides are fun to begin with, but what about going down the slide on a skateboard? Don't worry, I was not standing up. I was sitting down, I go down, face plant, right over the skateboard, face plant. Show my mom, she starts bawling her eyes out as I'm laughing my face off. I don't get that, what's so sad about that? I didn't get hurt. And that same slide in elementary school, I pushed a kid off it and broke his arm. I didn't mean to. Like, his mom and I were really cool until I broke his arm. And so, Scooby-Doo. Whoever doesn't like Scooby-Doo can get out of here. Like, half my bedding is Scooby-Doo. I took a picture of it once. I have Scooby-Doo blankets, pillows, sheets. It's the best. So, So I had this dog, and Shelby, she fed me Scooby-Doo snacks, but they were really dog treats and dog food. It was actually really good. We used a coffee cup for to scoop the food and stuff. And my dog Missy was sitting next to me, and I had a pile of dog food, and I was like, here. And I was putting on their Scooby snacks, and he was Scooby and I was Shaggy. And so, you've seen the movie 21 about poker and stuff. Yeah, alright. And you can see where Ben and Joe are making love in front of the big window. Alright. So, Shelby and I and Jared were all watching it, and Shelby's like, this movie's so gay, this is the stupidest movie in the world. And so we get to that part, and I quote her. She's like, Jaimee, write this down for your play, this is really good. So this is what I wrote down. I want to make love against a big window over Rochester and cause a series of unfortunate events. And then she was like, you know how much chaos and ruckus I'd cause? And then she says, I want to cause a lot of car accidents because I want to go down in history. And then we were talking, and Jared was saying, they're really high up. No one can see them. You have to be right out in front for people to be in car accidents and stuff. And then she was like, fine, I'll just make love in the middle of the mall. So that is my lovely sister Shelby.